It's 2006. The White House has been subjected to a massive security breach in which presidential computer files have been stolen. During the investigation, the power is cut and the fortress is attacked by zombies, adding more questions. The following day, TerraSave activist Claire Redfield visits to petition the construction for refugee centres for those affected by bioterrorism. In a chance meeting with the US Army Special Operations soldier Leon S. Kennedy, the two are able to link the incident at the White House with a child's drawing of another bioterror incident on the other side of the world. Production of the series is being handled by TMS Entertainment and Quebeco, the latter providing the 3D animation. As is typical with Capcom's licensing since Resident Evil 4. Producer Hiroyuki Kobayashi has creative oversight of the project to maintain Capcom's vision and the flow of the canon with the games. What is known so far is that Quebeco and TMS chose to focus on ultra-realism with the animations, from character expressions to environmental effects like dust. Not much is known about the cast, but we do know that Nick Apostolidis and Stephanie Panisello will be returning from Resident Evil 2 Remake to play Leon and Claire once again. I'm personally very excited for this series. All the information we've been given makes me very excited, and I can't wait until it comes out. I'm also super glad that Nick and Stephanie are coming back to play Leon and Claire, as I really liked them in Resident Evil 2 Remake, and I think that they deserve a second chance. I think it'd be really interesting to see them play older versions of Leon and Claire. Nick and Steph also have pretty good chemistry, so I think them returning to play Leon and Claire in a series together is very appropriate. One of my main problems with Resident Evil 2 Remake was the lack of Leon and Claire interacting, so I think that this series should definitely change that, and I think they will. Nick and Steph coming back to play Leon and Claire also implies that maybe we might get to a point in the series where Capcom likes to use the same voice actors consistently for a few years to come, because we know that Capcom likes to change it up all the time. I know a lot of people are upset that Alison Court won't be coming back to play Claire once again, and I understand that because I do love Alison. I think she is the best version of Claire. However, sometimes it's time to let other people go and give other people a chance. And it's not like Stephanie is doing a bad job. One problem I do have with this series is that it takes place so far back in the timeline, being 1 year after Resident Evil Degeneration and 2 years after Resident Evil 4. I find it very hard to believe that this apocalyptic event that Leon and Claire went through together was never mentioned in any of the games they were in after, especially when it literally involves the White House, a very important place in America. But I guess it's not a huge problem because, well, outbreaks happen all the time in the world of Resident Evil, so I guess after a while you would just not bring them up. And I suppose you'd probably just want to try and forget the trauma. But I am still very excited for this series, and I do think all of us are going to love it. And I think it's great that we're seeing Leon and Claire for the 25th anniversary of Resident Evil. Capcom really are keeping us fed, and I'm here for it. I hope they give us a trailer for Infinite Darkness soon. Many fans, including myself, have speculated that Ashley Graham from Resident Evil 4 will be making a return in Infinite Darkness. This is due to the fact that Resident Evil Infinite Darkness takes place such a short time after 4, and Ashley is the President's daughter, so the likelihood of her and her father appearing are very high. I think it'd be a missed opportunity if they didn't have her appear again. But Capcom did tease other characters returning, and Ashley is one of the few that actually makes the most sense, along with Ada and Hunnigan. I think these three characters are the most likely, considering that Ashley obviously has the relation to the White House, and Ada and Hunnigan usually appear in whatever Leon appears in, so chances are high that they are all going to return. Sadly, the likelihood of Jill returning in any capacity is really low, considering that Infinite Darkness takes place in 2006, and this is the time period that Wesker kidnaps Jill. So, sadly, there will be no Jill. But hey, maybe if this show is successful, they'll make a second season, and it could feature Jill. I hope they do something with her character for the 25th anniversary. She is one of the most popular characters after all. There isn't a lot left to talk about, so I'm just going to end the video with me saying that I'm incredibly excited for this series and I cannot wait for it to come out. I'm pretty sure that on the 27th of March they'll be revealing more information and a possible trailer, and I will do a video on that when it comes. But otherwise, bye!